either on a pillow, on your mat, or on a chair. I actually highly recommend that you lift your hips higher than your knees. This is better for the low back and for the hips. And we're going to start that breathing exercise. So first thing we'll do is you'll take a deep breath in through the belly. Feel like the belly expands. And then breathe in a little bit more in through the chest, as if you're filling up a jar. And then you breathe in more and up into the shoulder, collarbone region, through the head, all the way up to the top of the forehead, and breathe everything out. Nice, easy out breath. We'll do that again. Start with the belly, move up into the chest, up into the upper shoulders, neck, head, up to the top of the forehead, and breathe everything out. This may not be very comfortable. See how much you can do this. Into the belly, chest, shoulders, throat, crown of the head, and breathe everything out. Just let go. We'll do 4 more breaths like that. In, belly, chest, throat, to the crown of the head. Let go, breathing everything out. Again, belly, chest, shoulders, up to the crown of the head. Breathe everything out. 2 more times. Breathing in, belly, chest, neck, to the crown of the head. Breathe everything out. Last time. In, belly, chest, shoulders, neck, to the crown of the head. Breathe everything out. No more breaths in. Close your eyes. Hold the breath out of the body. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now everybody take a deep, slow breath in. Hold the breath inside the body. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3. Good. Stay there. 2, 1. Breathe out. Close your eyes for a moment and just breathe naturally. Get to natural breath. In and out, in and out. Just natural breath. Open your eyes. Second round. Here we go. We breathe in belly, chest, all the way up to the crown of the head. And let go as you breathe out. And again, into the belly, chest, neck, crown of the head. And let go as you breathe out. Again, breathing in, belly, chest, all the way up to the crown of the head. And let go. Keep going. Belly, chest, shoulders, breathing into the crown of the head. And breathing out, let go. We're doing deep breaths, Maggie. So you breathe into the belly, into the chest, throat, all the way up to the crown of the head. And let go. 4 more times. Breathing in belly, chest, crown of the head. And breathing out. Breathing in belly, chest, all the way up to the crown of the head. Letting go. 2 more. Breathing in belly, chest, to the crown of the head. Breathing out. Last one. Let's go. Breathing in belly, chest, all the way to the crown of the head. Breathe out. Hold the breath out of your body. No more breaths in. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep, deep breath in. Hold the breath in the body. Hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Breathe everything out and breathe naturally. Close your eyes and just notice how you're feeling. Just natural breaths. Just come back to a natural, slow breathing. And we have 1 more round to go. So these exercises raise the capacity of all the cells in your body to take in more oxygen, for an uptake of oxygen, to create more energy, and also to release the CO2. So it energizes you. It actually makes you feel better, physically better. And it works over time. So here we go. We'll start again. Last round. Deep breath in, belly, chest, through the neck, all the way to the crown of the head. And let go. And again, belly, chest. We're going a little bit faster now, all the way up to the crown of the head. And let go. Again, belly, chest, all the way up to the crown of the head. And let go. Keep it going. Belly, chest, crown of the head. Letting go. Belly, chest, crown of the head. Breathe everything out. 2 more times. Breathing in, belly, chest, all the way to the crown of the head. And letting go. Last round, breathing into the belly, chest, all the way to the crown of the head. And let go. No breath here. Keep the breath out of the body. Stay here. No breathing right now. Now take a deep, slow breath in. Hold the breath inside. Hold it here. And let's breathe out. Take some natural breaths. Nicely done, everyone. Bring your hands to your heart center and clasp the fingers. Push the palms skyward. Lift up through the crown of the head, lengthening the sides of your body. Take another deep breath in. Breathe out. Let's lean to our right. Good. Breathe in. Rise back up to center. And we'll breathe out and go to our left. Nice. Rise. Come back up to center. Breathing out to the right. Rising. Breathing out to the left. Yes, one more time each side. Let's rise. Breathe out, go to the right. Rise. Breathe out, go to the left. Excellent. Let's come back to center. Palms together. Bring the thumbs into the upper back. Lift your chin a little bit. Get a stretch in through the arms, the backs of the arms, the shoulders, and the chest. Beautiful. Now let's stretch the arms. Bring the hands down in front of the heart center. Good. Let's get up onto all fours. You can set your pillow to the side. Hands come underneath the shoulders and knees come underneath the hips. Now I want you to first warm up the spine. We'll take a deep breath in and curl, looking skyward. And then we'll breathe out and round, look to the belly. And again, we'll curl, looking skyward. Breathing out and rounding. One more time, let's curl. And then we'll round. And here rounding, bring the weight onto your knees. Take your calves and move them out to the sides. And then we're going to sit down onto the calves, hands underneath the forehead. If this is difficult to do for your knees, what I would suggest is you place your forehead down and you simply set your hands at your calf muscles and hold here for a moment with a few deep breaths. Now, if you are sitting down on your calves, come up and bring your head down onto the floor so your hips are up and your calves are available. Now, all of us are going to grab the calves and you're just going to squeeze. Squeeze until you get down towards the ankles and then squeeze back up, moving up behind the knees. And we go up and down a few times. This is just a short little massage just to release the muscles in the calves. Go down once more and back up. And then we'll take our hands to either side of the head. Lift the head back up. Stretch your right leg behind you, tucking the toes under. I want you to press the heel back. So now you get a stretch into the calf muscle. Release it. And we're just going to do pulsing, very gentle. Press the heel back and then come forward. Again, pressing back, coming forward. Once more. Press back and come forward. Lift the leg now and make a nice big circle with the foot. We'll change the direction of the circle and bring the knee back down. And we change legs. Stretch your left leg behind you, toes tucked under, heel pressing back. Here we go. We'll press more deeply into it. Heel goes way back and then release. And again, push into the heel. Good. And release. Just a gentle pulse, not too fast. Once more. And come back, raise the left leg, and we'll do a nice big circle with the foot. That's it. Change the direction of the circle. Perfect. Bring the knee down. Walk your knees back now, about 20 centimeters. Tuck your toes under, and we'll take a downward facing dog pose. Now we'll bend the right knee and the left knee. And let the heels come close to the floor. If they don't get down onto the floor, it's not a big deal. You just want to get into the stretching of the back of the leg. And these movements should not create any pain by any stretch of the imagination. No pain in these movements. Now straighten both legs and lift both heels up. Bring them up. And then bring them down as low as possible. Yeah, that's it. Breathing in, bring them up, up, up. Contracting and then breathing out, bring them down. Good, excellent. Again, let's bring them up. Bring them down. Once more, bringing them up. Now stay here, heels up. Bend your knees towards the floor. So your knees are just above the floor. Tilt your hips back and up. So you're in kind of the crouching cat position. Hands are down, heels are up, knees close to the floor, hips lifting up. Stay here, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten your legs again and begin stepping your feet forward till you reach the front edge of your mat. Once you're there, knees soft. Grab your elbows and let's sway from side to side. Coming back to center, lower your arms and let's roll the right and left shoulders. Then turn your head from right to left, a little no. Then up and down for a little yes. Now let's bend our knees down low, hands to the hips, elbows pointing to the sky. Lift your chin first, chest will follow. And rise all the way up to that perfect posture standing position. Hips are back, keep curve in your low back. Legs are strong, feet are strong and pressing downwards. Stretch your arms by your side so you can really feel the length of the body. And your chin is lifted, eyes are at the horizon. Hands to your heart center. And let's go with our flow. Take a deep breath in, rise up, stretching. As you breathe out, bend at your knees and let yourself fold forward, hands to the floor. Halfway lift, breathe in. Step back to a nice plank position, everyone. From this plank position, you could decide to lower the knees and do a push-up or not. You could just move to the floor, point your toes, lengthen your legs, rise to a cobra. And let's all push back to downward facing dog. In down dog, we're going to pedal the feet. So go ahead and pedal in place, feeling the backs of the calves, getting that length. Look to your hands and take big steps forward this time. Halfway lift, breathing in. Breathe out, let's fold forward. Hands to your hips, elbows up, bend your knees, lift your chin, rise to a beautiful standing posture position. Arms by your sides. Hands to the heart center, and we'll go again. Deep breath in. Breathing out, let's fold. Let yourself just fold forward. Halfway lift. Stepping back to your plank. One push-up. Maybe you want to do more than one, that's fine too. All the way down, point your toes, rise to a cobra, and downward facing dog. And again, let's pedal the feet, right and left. Be sure as you do these positions, and as we work through the flow, you take your time to feel. Notice what you're feeling, and breathe. Good. Look to your hands. Let's do it again. Big steps forward. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Breathe out and fold forward. Good. Hands to your hips. Elbows up. Bend your knees. Rise through that chair and find that perfect posture. Beautiful, ladies. Hands to your heart center again. Deep breath in. Rise up. Stretch the arms long. Good. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Stepping back to a plank. One push-up or two or three, however many you want to do, and then move down, point your toes into cobra. Good. Excellent. Downward facing dog. Very nice, ladies. Good. Bring your feet together in down dog, please. Raise your right leg up. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Bring the knee to the nose, under the body, into the plank. Breathing in, raise it back up. Breathing out, knee to the nose, belly goes in. Once more, breathing in. Breathing out, knee to the nose. And then we raise the leg and bring it between the hands. Spin your left heel down. Rise up to the warrior two position, please. Stretch your arms. Back leg is strong. Right knee bent. Sink down low. Let's reverse. And move back down again to your plank position. Everything's strong. One push-up. All the way down. Cobra. Downward facing dog. Good. Bring your feet together. Left leg rises. Deep breath in. Breathe out. Knee to the nose. Breathing in. Rise back up. Breathing out. Get into that plank. Knee to the nose. One more time. Stay strong. Now raise the leg and bring it between your hands for the warrior two position. Be sure your right leg is strong. Left knee bends towards the baby toe. Reverse and move back down again to your plank position. One push-up. All the way down. Cobra. And downward facing dog. Pedaling your feet here. Good. Looking to your hands. Take big steps, or you could jump forward if you wish. Halfway lift. Folding forward. Hands to your hips. Bend your knees, take your chair position. So your hips are way back. Belly in. Lift your chest. Raise the arms. From here, we take a deep breath in, breathe out, elbows bend to the sides. Yes. Breathing in, raise the arms, stretch. Breathing out, elbows bend. 3 more. Breathe in, breathing out. As much as possible, breathe in and out through the nose. And out. 2 more. Last one. Good job, ladies. Whew. Hands to your heart center and fold forward. Halfway lift. Stepping back to the plank. I'm going to come and take a look. One push-up. All the way down. Oh, you ladies are looking great. Point your toes for Cobra. Good job. Push back to downward facing dog. Bravo. Right leg, let's go for it. Up between the hands for a warrior two position. Reverse your warrior. Beautiful. Back down again to a plank position. One push-up if you wish. Take your time if you need to. There's no problem. All the way down, point your toes to Cobra and downward facing dog. Good job. Left leg. Let's raise it and take that warrior two position. Beautiful. Yes, reverse it. Back down again to your plank position. One push-up. All the way down, taking your Cobra and downward facing dog. Excellent, excellent. Stay here, pedal your feet a little bit, right and left, right and left. Good. Okay, look to your hands, step or jump forward. Halfway lift, breathing in, breathe out and fold. Hands to your hips, bend your knees low and take a chair. Now from the chair, hands will come to the heart center. Be sure your hips tilt back. The belly pulls in against the low back. The chest is lifted and open. So from here, we're going to do a few different and perhaps new positions. Hands come to the outsides of the thighs. Raise your right leg out to the side. So from the front, it will look like this, okay? Your chest and your nose stay over your left leg. And your right leg that lifts out to the side. Pulse it up here. 5. We're getting into those important hip muscles. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the leg back behind you and bring your hands back to your heart center. So this can be called propeller pose. It's like both legs are bent like propellers. And we're going to press the foot up behind us. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back with the feet down. Bring your hands behind your thighs, slide them down until you get to your ankles and pull yourself down, looking between your legs. Knees are always soft, always soft. Never hyperextend your knees. Keep them always soft. Pull yourself down as far as possible. The crown of the head moves down to the floor and you're looking between your legs. Holding and breathing. One more deep breath in. And we set our hands to our hips, bend the knees, rise back up to that chair position. Belly in, hips back. Hands at your heart center. Get yourself well planted. And then hands come to the outsides of the thighs. Raise your left leg outside to the left. So it's the same thing on the other side. We'll take 5 pulses, lifting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands come back to your heart center and bring the leg gently behind you, flexing the foot, both knees bent, propeller pose. And we'll press up behind us. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the foot back down, feet hip width, hands behind the thighs. Slide your hands down until you get to your ankles and pull yourself down. Knees soft. Deep breaths, and you're just looking between your legs. Holding here. 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees low. Hands come down. Step back to a plank position. Everyone hold the plank. Belly in. Draw your hands back. Lift your head. This is important for the neck. Keep the legs strong and tight. Squeeze your glutes to get even more deeply into the glutes. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. Lower yourself to the earth. Point your toes. Come up to a cobra and downward facing dog. All right. From here, let's take our right leg and get into a warrior 2 position. From the warrior 2, clasp your hands behind you, stretch your arms as straight as possible, and fold forward. Right shoulder towards the right knee. Lift your arms up high. Look at the floor to the inside of your right foot. And feel the sculpting of the right thigh. Stay strong. 3, 2, 1. Rise back up. Turn both feet to your left. Okay? Hands to your hips. Lean back, going back. Hold it here. Open up the throat. So I'm going to turn around so I'm facing you. Open up the throat. Then look forward and fold forward till your hands come to the floor. If you need to, open your feet a little bit more. Be sure your feet are perfectly parallel, and we want to make sure we've got arches. So you may need to roll out on the outside of the feet. Keep your left hand down, set your right hand to your hip, and just twist to your right. Raise the right arm if possible. Good. Stay here, look to your right hand. 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands down. Now turn your feet in, one hand at a time on the thighs, lifting up to that open squat. Stretch your arms out to the sides, and you're in this frog position. So it's standing frog. Belly is in, chest lifted. Sink down nicely, hips are back. Good. 3, 2. Now we're just going to flow the left arm. Your left arm comes up. You turn back to the front of your mat. You set the hands down and you take the plank position. Lift your head, holding, look in front of you. Pull the hands towards the feet. Staying here and breathing. Squeeze your glutes tight. Legs are strong. One more deep breath in and move yourself to the floor. Bravo, ladies. Point your toes, rise up to a cobra and to downward facing dog. Good job. Pedal your feet here if you need to. Now we'll take our left leg, bring it between the hands. Rise up to warrior 2 now. Left leg is forward. Clasp your hands together, stretch the arms straight. Lean back a little bit. And then folding forward, left shoulder towards the left knee. And stay here, set your gaze at the floor. Staying strong, you're gonna feel the left leg getting stronger, sculpting itself out. One more deep breath in, and let's rise up to standing, back to the warrior 2. Straighten the front leg, turn both feet to your right now. See that they're parallel. Hands at your hips, lean back again, open up the throat, open the front of the body. Let your hips squeeze together as you lean back. Deep breath in, look forward, and you'll fold forward, hands come to the floor. This time your right hand stays down and your left arm comes up. Your left hand goes to the left hip. Twist to your left, and maybe you want to stretch the left arm to the sky. Stay here breathing. Twist and open. See if you can use the muscles in the waist, the belly, and the back to twist open. One more deep breath in. Bring the hands down. Turn the heels in. One hand at a time on the thighs, lifting up, and here we've got that standing frog. Raise the arms over the head, palms together, sink down nicely. Good, ladies. Excellent job. Really release the jaw here, the neck. Sometimes we create so much tension in the jaw and the neck from work or even just thoughts. So here, just let go. Sink down a little bit more. Good. Stretch your arms wide. And now we're going to raise the right arm. We flow and move down to the floor, to the front of the mat, into a plank position. Pull the hands towards the feet. Lift your chin and head. Deep breaths here and hold it. 3, 2, 1. Let's move down to the floor. Point your toes, rise to a cobra, and then just bring yourself back down. Hands under the forehead. Move your hips from side to side to relax and let go. Good job. Good, good job. Lift your head and shoulders. And last night at our workshop for the back, I was reminded just how powerful some really simple back work is. So right arm stretches out in front, thumb pointing up. Raise your right arm and left leg. You can have your head down or lifted. And we'll stay here and breathe. Lengthen out the back and the body. Bring the hands back down and move your hips from side to side. And we'll change. Left arm out, thumb up. Lift the left arm, right leg. Stay here. Coming back down, hands under the forehead. Move the hips. Lift your head and shoulders. Bring your elbows into the cactus position. Lift your head, chest, shoulders, and arms, and the legs. If it's too much for the back to lift the legs, keep them on the floor. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other to really activate the back. And here we're going to pulse, pulling the elbows down. So we pull them down 5, and again, 4. It's like what we did in the chair in the warm-up. 3. Squeeze the shoulder blades in. 2. And 1. Hands come down, legs come down. Move your hips from side to side to let go. Good job, everyone. All right, lift your head and shoulders again. Clasp your hands behind you. Interlace the fingers and raise the legs for snake. So from snake pose, you could stay here. And there was someone who asked me about bow pose, and I agree, bow pose may not be good for you if you have a back issue. If that's the case, stay in snake. If your back is okay, no issue, bend your knees and you can go into bow pose. Taking 3 more deep, slow breaths here. Whichever you choose, snake or bow. 2, and 1. Come on back down. Hands under the shoulders, push up onto the knees, everyone. Right hand comes off the mat, left hand on top. Press the hips back to stretch out the side body. Lifting back up, left hand off the mat, right on top. Stretch the hips back. Coming back up, let's place our hands on the mat and just begin stepping yourself forward. Step forward with the knees. If you'd like, roll up the front part of your mat to pad your knees even more. Lifting up onto the knees, tucking your toes under. Hands can come to your low back for support if you need that support, or you can reach back and grab your ankles. Open up the chest. If it's okay, let your head go back. If it's not okay, just look forward. Opening up the chest and the belly. Stay here and breathe. 3, 2, 1. Everyone looks forward. Lift yourself back up. Hands under the shoulders. Bring your feet to one side. And let's come into that seated position. Grab behind your thighs and roll down onto your back. First bridge is hamstring bridge. Walk your feet away, heels into the floor. By the way, I get a lot of feedback from students that this hamstring bridge is really saving their hips, their knees, and their low back. Because if we do not contract the hamstrings all day, they suffer and they pull down on the low back and they pull against the knees. So here is a really good position for the knees, hips, and low back. Arms down, lift your hips up. You're going to feel it's really squeezing behind the thighs. If this is enough, stay here. If you want to go farther, I'm going to lift my right knee and then bring it back down. Left knee comes up, back down. Right knee, back down. Left knee, whoo, back down. Very strong. One more time. Right knee, back down, and left knee. Bring the hips back down, everyone, and walk your feet in towards the hips. Elbows into the floor, fingers spread wide. Squeeze your shoulder blades, rise to a half bridge pose. So half bridge pose is absolutely beautiful for the hips, the thighs, very good for the abdominals and the organs, because the organs are pulled up diagonally towards the head. Lengthen your neck, make it strong, make it a really nice, rejuvenating posture. Taking 3 more breaths, just stay here. And from here, raise your arms up over your head. And let's all move the back down, one vertebra at a time. Pull the belly in as you move it down to the floor. Once the back is down, you can let it arch again. And then set the soles of the feet together, knees wide, and just rest here. Gently lift your knees back up and squeeze the knees in towards the chest. Let's rock from side to side. Now we're going to do some abdominal work in a few different postures, so just bear with me. Bring your knees at 90 degrees. So it's as if you're setting your feet or your calf muscles onto a step. You want to keep that position. Hands behind the head, open the elbows. I like to clasp my hands, but I definitely do not pull on my head. You never want to pull on your head when you lift. You want to lift from your chest. And I just support my head so that my neck doesn't strain. Elbows wide. So the first thing we'll do is we'll turn to our right and stretch the left leg out. Come back to center and breathe in. Change sides. Stretch your right leg out as you turn to the left. Come back to center, breathe in. Breathe out, twist to the right. Breathe in, come back to center. Breathe out, twist to the left. Breathe in, back to center. And again, we breathe out to the right. Breathing in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Good. Keep going. And we're just prepping the abdominal muscles. We're also working the obliques as we twist. And you want to be sure that your abdominal muscles are really strong and pulled inwards and upwards. Last one. Okay. From here, you can either bring your feet closer to the floor, and we'll do the same thing, or you can start to extend your legs, or you could extend them fully in a diagonal position. We're going to twist the same thing. The knee comes to the 90-degree mark, and then stretch the leg back out. It's much more challenging. Breathe out as you turn, breathe in as you come back. Let's go. Breathe out as you turn, in as you come back. Out as you turn, in as you come back. Keep going. Above all, you must not feel strain in your low back. If you feel strain in your low back, take an easier position, knees bent, or even feet closer to the floor. Okay? This is super important. Please do not strain the low back. This is abdominal work. 4 more times. Turn it 4, 3, 2, and here's your last one. Whew. Knees come to the chest. Ay, ay, ay. And turn. Let the knees roll from side to side. Good job. All right. Come back to center. Lift your head, nose between your knees, and bring the head back down. Stretch your left leg onto the floor. Flex your right foot. Grab behind the thigh and stretch the right leg to the sky. You want to pull the toes towards the nose. The leg is stretched as straight as possible. Grab a hold of the leg and pull the leg down into the earth. Okay? You want to pull the femur bone down into the hip socket. We do not want to pull the leg towards the chest. We want to get the stretch here, keeping the low back curved, so there's space, and just stretching the leg as straight as possible. Deep breathing as you hold this position. Good. Bend the knee. Here, I want you to grab a hold of the knee and the foot, if possible, and pull the foot towards the chest. You let the knee go towards the right shoulder, and the foot goes towards the chest. And you should feel there's a nice little even stretch down into the hip and perhaps into the inner thigh. Then bring the right foot to the inner left thigh and let the knee fall to your left, turning your head to the right. Spinal twist in the low back, stretching out the front of the chest and the front of the shoulder. And you should also feel it down the outside of the leg. Turn your head as far as possible. Good. And we roll back onto our backs. Knee to the chest, lift your head, nose to the knee. And let's switch legs. Bring your left knee up, right leg stretches out. Flex the foot, grab behind the thigh, and stretch the leg to the sky. The toes pull towards the nose, so you want a really good flexed foot. Grab the leg and pull the leg downwards into the floor. Your low back is arched. Hold and breathe. Shoulders stay down. All right, rebend the knee. Grab a hold of the knee with the left hand and the foot or the ankle with the right. Pull the foot towards the chest and hold. You should feel a very nice even stretch in the hip, maybe a bit in the inner thigh, maybe a bit in the low back. Now bring that left foot to the inner right thigh and get into the spinal twist. The left leg goes to your right and your left arm stretches out towards the left. Look at the left hand. Spinal twist. Rolling back onto your back. Lift the head, nose to the knee. Feels good. Now both knees up and bring the nose in between the knees. Releasing gently. Stretch your legs onto the floor. Now, wrap your arms around your upper body and grab the shoulder blades or the shoulders. Tuck your chin in towards the arms and lift your head and shoulders and rock from side to side on the upper back. So you get a little massage of the upper back and a little release. And then come back to center. Lower the head down, lower the upper back down. Uncross your arms and reach towards your knees. Palms turn to the sky and bring your arms and hands down. Now we find a calm belly breath. So the breath comes in and you expand the belly, and then you breathe out and you release. And as you breathe this way, pay attention to all the different parts of the body touching the floor right now. And feel as if the pressure on the floor increases, as if the floor has become very soft and supple. And you sink in a little bit into the floor. Now imagine that the floor becomes very solid and you become very light. So you almost don't touch the floor. Laying on the floor like a feather might be laying on the ground. I'm going to mention different parts of the body, and each part, bring your awareness to it and relax it. The right foot, the right ankle, the right knee, the right thigh, the right calf, the right hip, the right hand side of your waist, the right hand, right wrist, the right forearm, the right elbow, the right upper arm, and the right shoulder. The left foot, the left ankle, the left knee, the left thigh, the left calf muscle, the left hip, the left-hand side of the waist, the left hand, the left wrist, the left forearm, the left elbow, the left upper arm, the left shoulder. The front of your lower abdomen, the front of your tummy, the front of your rib cage, the chest, the fronts of your shoulders, the throat, the jaw, the mouth, cheeks, nose, all the muscles around the eyes, the eyebrows, the forehead, the backs of your hips, the very low back, the lumbar region, the middle of your back, the upper back, the backs of the shoulders, the back of the neck, the back of the head. Find yourself completely relaxed. And imagine that you're laying outside on a warm, sunny day, looking at the sky. And see above you different clouds. You find fluffy cumulus clouds moving and floating. And higher above, you find the thinner stratus clouds, unmoving, solid. See again the fluffy cumulus clouds, like your thoughts, floating by, moving back and forth, growing or diminishing. And beyond, the stratus clouds, like that which is unchanging within you, solid, present, and calm. Begin breathing again deeply into the belly. And gently begin moving your fingers and your toes. Raise your arms up over your head and stretch from fingers to toes. Bring your knees in towards your chest and squeeze them against the chest. Good. Yeah. Rock if you wish from side to side. Stretching your right arm to your right ear. Roll to your right hand side. Set the hands down and lift from the side to a nice, easy seated position. Good. Let's rub our hands together. Bring your hands over your face, gently tapping around the eyes. You're stimulating the face for your afternoon, and let's shake it out. One more time. Rub the hands together. Bring them over your face, gently tapping around the eyes. Shaking out. Hands at your heart center. Everyone have a lovely afternoon. Very nice weekend. Namaste. And thanks very much. Good job.